There's a simple but super powerful way to make your writing feel stronger, more elegant. We're going to be talking about these special word pairs. Think of them as the dynamic duos of grammar that can really level up your sentences. So let's dive right in.
So let me just start by asking you a question. Take a look at these two pairs, either or and both and. What do you think they have in common? I mean, we see them all the time, but what's the secret to how they really work?
Well, the answer is they're basically word teams. They're like these little dynamic duos that never, ever work alone. If you spot one, you can bet its partner is right around the corner. They always show up in pairs to connect ideas.
Okay, so we've got this idea of word teams in our heads, which is a great way to think about them. But let's get official and give them their proper grammar name and find out what they're all about. Officially, these pairs are called correlative conjunctions, and their main job is to connect two grammatically equal parts of a sentence. And believe me, that word equal is everything. It's all about creating balance, connecting, say, two nouns with each other, or two verbs, or two phrases that are the same type.
So who are the main players on this team? Let's meet the most common pairs you're going to run into and see exactly how they work in the wild.
Okay, what's so cool here is how perfectly this shows that idea of balance. Look at that first one, both Jenna and Steven. See, we're connecting two nouns. Then, either play a game or swim. We're connecting two verbs. And check out not only but also, not only the food but also the drinks, boom, two nouns again. Each part of the pair introduces something grammatically identical. It creates this perfect, satisfying symmetry.
And this brings us to what is, without a doubt, the single most important thing you need to know to use these correctly. I like to call it the golden rule.
And that golden rule is called parallel structure. It's exactly what we just saw in those examples. All it means that the parts of the sentence you're joining have to be the same grammatical type. Think of it like this. If one partner is a noun, the other has to be a noun. If one is a verb phrase, the other has to be a verb phrase too. They gotta match.
And this slide just illustrates so perfectly what happens when things go wrong. On the left, she likes not only to run, but also swimming. To run is a verb phrase, but swimming, that's a gerund. It just feels a little off, right? A bit clunky. And look at the correct version. She likes not only to run, but also to swim. Ah, two matching verb phrases. It's so much cleaner, it has a better rhythm, and it's grammatically spot on.
Here is another beautiful example of parallel structure done right. The two things being connected are go to the gym and stay home. Both are verb phrases. They're perfectly balanced, which makes the whole sentence feel clear and just solid.
So, okay, besides just getting a gold star in grammar class, why does any of this really matter? Well, let's look at how knowing this stuff can take your writing from kind of clunky to really classy. This is where grammar stops being a rule book and starts being a tool.
The real magic of these pairs is how they help you build better sentences. They are the absolute perfect tool for combining short, choppy, repetitive ideas into one single sophisticated thought. It's all about creating an elegant flow that makes your writing more memorable.
Let's watch a little transformation happen right here. We start with two simple sentences. Marcus did not want to mow the lawn. Isabella did not want to mow the lawn either. It works, but it's a bit repetitive, right? Now, by using the neither nor pair, we get this. Neither Marcus nor Isabella wanted to mow the lawn. See that? So much smoother, so much more concise. It's just better.
All right, now that we know the rules, it's time to put on our editor hats. Let's see if we can spot some of the most common mistakes people make when they're using these conjunctions.
Okay, have a look at this sentence. Both the teacher nor the students were ready for the test. Something here is definitely not right. Can you spot the mismatch pair?
Yes, if you caught that, great job. The conjunction both must always be paired with and. There's no such thing as both nor. It just doesn't exist. That's the key thing to remember. The pairs are fixed. The correct sentence is, both the teacher and the students were ready.
Let's try another one. This time, we're hunting for a parallel structure problem. The sentence is, either we go to the zoo or we go to the museum this weekend. Now, this is grammatically okay, but it's a little wordy, a little clunky. How could you make it tighter?
And the fix is to make it more elegant by applying that golden rule. The repetitive part is we go. So if we just move the either to after that shared phrase, we get this much cleaner sentence. We will go either to the zoo or to the museum. Now, to the zoo and to the museum are perfectly parallel. It just flows better.
All right, so let's do a quick recap. What are the big takeaways? First, these correlative conjunctions always work in their fixed pairs, like both and or neither nor. Second, and this is the big one, they have to connect grammatically equal things. That's our golden rule of parallel structure. And finally, when you get the hang of them, your writing just becomes stronger, clearer, and frankly, a lot more sophisticated.
And that really just leaves us with one final thing to think about. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? How can a tiny two-part grammar tool completely change the rhythm, the flow, and even the impact of an entire sentence? It's just a great reminder that in writing, sometimes it's the little details that make the biggest difference of all.